Keila, before you start recording, can you post the short code so that I can share that with members of my local community?
Are
Like,
you referring to the text reminder?
yes, yes.
Yes, I'll share that in the chat as soon as I get through the announcements.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. This is your host, Keely Austin. Today is Money Monday. Today is, what day is it? We are on March 28th, 29th. And I am Keely Austin. I'm excited to be here today as your host. Our quote of the day today is, a leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but where they ought to be. Our Leaders Retreat dates are August 20th through the 24th of 2021. We are going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico this year. Leaders Retreat is for anyone who is 1-star or 3-star. And if you're 1-star or 3-star, then you need to have at least 5 active ICMs on your team. And then anyone who is 5-star is also welcome. So we're excited to see you all there. Leaders Retreat in the past has been an absolute blast, and I'm really looking forward to it. We've got our Renatus Founders Live. That is our opportunity to connect with Bob Snyder on a weekly basis. That is every Monday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's today. You can catch this through the Renatus Founders Live Facebook page. And again, this is a great opportunity to connect with Bob Snyder, where we get to hear important announcements that the company will have, and then also recognition, a story of the week, and a fantastic training. So always tune into the Founders Live so that you can know what's going on with the company and, of course, get inspired. If you can't catch it at 4 o'clock, you can always catch the replay through that same Facebook page. Monday nights, we have our national study groups. Right now, we are making our way through the essentials courses. If you haven't downloaded the Renatus Helios app, make sure you do so. There's a lot of great features there, and Renatus is working hard on continually updating it and making sure that it is a very valuable app to have and a great resource to have. So some of the features currently are you can get notified whenever you have a commission paid. You're notified whenever a guest is checked into an event. And also every single day there is a brand new Money Mastery uploaded to the app where you can also share that with your guests. So a lot of great features there. Make sure you download that app and give it 5 stars. I love Team Elevate. We have so much daily and weekly support. So make sure that you are aware of what's going on and tuning in regularly. Every Thursday we have we've got someone off mute. Let me take care of that. Okay, so every Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, we have a private capital masterclass. That's for AIT students who have access to the private capital class. They're watching that class. Perhaps you have questions or you're ready to start going out and having private capital conversations. This is a great place to bring any questions to get support. And also you may, of course, share your wins, give advice. So that is on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. When you're on the OES, the optional event subscription, you will get an email every month with the details on how to join the private capital masterclass, as well as the Dream Call. The Dream Call is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:45. It's the daily real estate action mastermind, where we talk all things real estate investing. This is for all students, essentials and AIT. And also we ask that you are on the Elevate OES to join the Dream Call, and you will receive monthly emails with the details for the Dream Call. And then we have our daily team call where we talk all about marketing. It's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9, and that's where we are right now. Glad to have you all here. So the OES I just mentioned, we do ask that you are a part of the OES to join the Private Capital Masterclass, as well as the Dream Call. And then another perk is that you get the $50 waived every month for the intensive. So to find out more about the OES, you can visit oesoes.com. And there's a short video there that Michael Huggins put together that talks all about what the OES is and how that supports the team and why you want to be a part of it. If you're looking to introduce your guests to the Profits Education, a great way to do that is to get them in front of Scott Rowe on Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. You can find this event in the Helios calendar. Just type in Profits. You'll see that pop up on Tuesdays. Every week we do a virtual fix and flip house tour. Sometimes it's a short-term rental, sometimes it's a long-term rental. I love that these virtual house tours are always so different. We get to see all kinds of different classes being put to use. many different acquisition strategies and exit strategies. And this is a really, really powerful exposure for your guests. Last week, we toured Hilda's property, and she is walking away with over $34,000 and used absolutely none of her own money to get into this project. That was a really exciting flip. Thank you, Hilda, for letting us tour that property with you. So those house tours are every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We do them live in person and virtually, so you can always join us on the computer. But if you're in Salt Lake or in the area that we're doing it, you can always tune in person. So again, powerful exposure for your guests, and make sure you're building for those house tours each and every week. They're a lot of fun. And then every Thursday, we've got lots going on. So on Thursdays, we have the house tour offered again, but it's offered in Spanish. So Wednesday in English, Thursday in Spanish. And then we also have our Pillars of Wealth intro presentation in English. Corporate has started doing an onboarding session. You can catch that at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Then we have our Velocity Banking study group. That's in English at 7 p.m. And then a couple of real estate study groups, multifamily and short-term rental. Lots going on Thursdays. Everything except for the corporate onboarding is at 7 p.m. So you do get to pick and choose which event you'd like to go to based on where your students are at and where you're at and what your goals are. We do record these morning calls. You can always catch the replay on our Facebook page or on the YouTube channel. The Facebook page is a great place to be because we do get to network with other team members, ask questions, give advice, and then share what you're up to. A lot of important announcements there as well, and you can catch these recordings. Our YouTube channel has these recordings. There's probably over 6 years at least of these morning call recordings on there, just so much value. So if you're newer or if you've been around for a while, it wouldn't hurt to go back and watch some previous recordings. They're all there for you to take, I don't know what I'm trying to say. They're all there for you to take value from. There we go. And also on the YouTube channel, you can catch the Zoom up calls. So for about 100 days, we did 100 different interviews, Michael Huggins and Scott Rowe did. And so there are over 100 interviews of different students, and the interviews are short and sweet. They're only about 20 minutes long. And you can send those interviews out to your guests, and they can hear all about the success and inspiring stories of what people have experienced with Renatus. So make sure you catch those Zoom up calls as well. Today is Money Monday. We get to learn from Michael Huggins. Before we bring out Michael, let's shift over to our money mastery exercise. We'll go through this short video together, and then at the end, there is a call to action. We'll take a few minutes to complete the call to action, and then we will get going with our trainer for the day. So let's shift over to that video here.
Hollywood is all about networking, and this man is a master of the Gilded Universe. You may not know Mark Burnett's name, but you've surely heard of something he's done. Burnett is one of the most successful television producers in the business. Currently, he is the executive producer of 6 network television shows, including The Voice and Celebrity Apprentice, Survivor and the People's Choice Awards, and Shark Tank. He has won 10 Emmy Awards, 4 Producers Guild of America Awards, 7 Critics' Choice Television Awards, and 6 People's Choice Awards. He is also the president of MGM Television. But Mark Burnett's path to the upper echelons of Hollywood wasn't a straight line. He relied on a fair bit of networking along the way to get to where he is today. Mark Burnett was born in London in July 1960. When he was 17 years old, he enlisted in the British Army and became a paratrooper and section commander. From 1978 to 1982, he served in the 3rd Battalion Parachute Regiment during the Falklands War. He immigrated to the U.S. in October 1982. He had a friend who had immigrated several years earlier who was working as a nanny and helped Burnett find work as a live-in nanny and security guard for a wealthy family in Beverly Hills. After a year, he moved on to another family in Malibu where he was a nanny for their 2 kids for $250 a week. He eventually was given a position in the insurance office owned by the family. 2 years later, Burnett rented a portion of a fence in Venice Beach and sold t-shirts for $18 each during weekends. Realizing he made more money selling t-shirts, he left his insurance job. In 1991, Burnett took part in a French adventure competition called the Raid Galloise. It gave him an idea, so he purchased the rights to the format as well as a similar competition, the Eco Challenge, and brought it to the US. The Eco Challenge launched Burnett's career as a television producer. Burnett is best known for producing the hit reality show Survivor. Survivor was named the #1 reality series of all time by Entertainment Weekly in 2009. Since that time, reality programming has exploded, all due in large part to the enormous success of Survivor. Burnett has produced more than 2,900 hours of television programming, which regularly airs in more than 70 countries. As well as his ongoing productions, Burnett and his wife, actress Roma Downey, produced The Bible, a 10-hour series which has been seen by more than 100 million viewers. From paratrooper in the British Army to a nanny for affluent Los Angeles families, to super producer who changed the face of television, to president of a major television studio, Mark Burnett has achieved it all with a strong sense of how to build on his connections to achieve the next step in his career. Call to action: networking. Take 12 minutes right now to reflect on the trajectory of your career and how one step led to the next, even when it didn't seem to make sense at the time. What is the next step you need to take to catapult your career?
Okay, everyone, 2 minutes on the clock for you to jot down your thoughts on the question on the screen here, and we would love it if you could share in the chat. All right, let's shift over, excuse me, let's shift over to our trainer of the day. Today is Money Monday, and we get to learn from Michael Huggins. Michael Huggins has been in this business for over 10 years and has so much experience and knowledge to share with us. I watched Michael transform from the Jiffy Blue employee that he was to where he is now. And it has been absolutely incredible and so inspiring to see this transformation. He has studied so many different personal development gurus such as Jim Rohn and Napoleon Hill, and has really just created a beautiful, beautiful life for himself and his wife and his baby. He was very frustrated many years ago and knew that he needed to make a change. And he actually found an ad in the newspaper, and that's how he got introduced to Renatus. He took this business very seriously, and he turned his life around by watching his classes and by plugging in and listening to his mentors and by taking massive action. Now, Michael has earned millions of dollars as a real estate investor and as a marketer with Renatus, and he's only 32 years old. So we have a lot to learn from this gentleman. So make sure to take notes. I'm very excited for what Michael has to share with us today. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. I am doing great. Glad everyone's here. I had to spend some time over at the neighbor's house trying to negotiate another deal. That's what we're in it for, right? Just doing some deals. Can't just be sitting around hoping for deals. You got to go after it. And with the rest of my schedule this week, I had to set a 5 a.m. appointment. Does anyone go meet sellers at 5 a.m.? If you want the deal, you will. So we made that happen and did some negotiating. Put something in his lap. Said, "Hey, you get back to me." He said he needs a week to think about it. So just trying to change the world. That's all, folks. Just trying to change the world. So, all right. I saw some people put in the chat their answers to the question today. I'm glad people are putting some effort into that. Okay. Okay. All right, Isaac, part of it is going to be keep showing up to the dream call. You were on for a minute and then we haven't seen you for a minute. So get back on that. And those of you who are there on a consistent basis, you know how much fun we're having. So I'm glad you're showing up for that. Well, we are coming into Q2. We're wrapping up Q1. We've just wrapped it up. And we have a few more days before the bonus for the mountain retreat for Epics holders. That bonus will be going away soon. So people, if you have your combo, but you don't have your profits, you could get your profits and then qualify. Some of you got your essentials and your profits, get your combo, get your AIT and you'll qualify. Okay, there's a big shebang that's happening out there. I'm really excited about it. We're going to crash the party. It's at the end of July. And I want to pack the house. I want a lot of you there. So upgrade. You don't even have to pay in full. You could just do the billing and still qualify. Okay, so I'm pulling up my iPad here. Okay. Got the telescope out. I don't know if you can see the telescope, but we were doing some bird watching earlier. Who'd have thought Michael Huggins is the bird watcher? Huh. Anyway, let me make my iPad. Will you make my iPad to co-host, Keely? Okay, so talking about the cabin retreat. How many people are already going? You put in the chat that you're going. You know you're going to be there because you upgraded or you did something like that. Who's going? Okay, Anthony's going. Laura's going. Andres is going. Luis is going. Olivia is going. Miriam is going. Hegina is going. Nicholas is going. Pete Smalley's going. Gilda's going. Oh, this is going to be an amazing, amazing workshop. So the requirement to attend that retreat, who else? Jeff, cool. I know, Ada, you already got your EPX. You got bonuses already for having access. Okay, so this is what I wanted to bring up my iPad for. Got some people asking questions, so let's go into screenshots. Dee. Okay, and now what I will do is undo that, and you ever update your iPad and then wish you didn't? I'm gonna undo this update. I freaking hate it. Photos. There we go. Okay, this is what I was taking people through. So, the epics combo. If you have your essentials, your profits, and your extreme, then you get to go. So let me just swipe here. Complimentary lifetime access. No charge for updated classes. There you go. When it becomes a la carte pricing, the economic value of your epics combo will be $229,400. Boy, howdy. And they get it all for $28,741. If you do the billing, same thing. And obviously, if you pay in cash, then it's down to $22,991. So here's the bonuses. I had a few people put in the chat. What are the bonuses? How do we get it? What do I need to do to qualify? For those who purchase an Epics combo or upgrade from Essentials, Profits, or Advanced to get their Epics combo on or before March 31st are invited to a special event at Bob Snyder's house in the mountains. So the event is going to be called the Ignite Epics Activation Retreat, and it's going to be July 30th and 31st. And he has a 12,000 square foot cabin up there, and because of the staff that he's going to have, he's going to be providing meals. He's going to have staff. He's going to be recording it. Then he's got the instructors and their families. So the rooms in the cabin are the Mountain Resort Mansion are already spoken for. So you will need to get your own lodging, Airbnb. I know if you like, you can see he's got this huge parking lot too. So if you have an RV and you want to bring that, then just let him know. Okay, because there is some spot for RVs. But they're going to be doing the training at this house. There will be special TP time. There's a few of you who are on the line here who got to have special TP time with Woody last year. I guess it would be about 18 months ago. And that was pretty epic also. The closest spot is for you to get your Airbnb or to rent a spot would be the Sunrise Resort at Harbor Village, but there's a bunch over there. Even just going into Cache County, and you might have a half hour, an hour long drive, or if you find some up at Bear Lake, it's only a few minutes. So those of you who are already booked and ready to go, because you got your education and your upgrades, you need to go and reserve your spot. Go into Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, something, and lock down your spot, because as summer goes on, the prices are going to go up and availability is going to go down. So go lock in your spot. All right, there's going to be networking around the fire pit, and then so we're going to have Steve Larson there, Dino Watt, Bob Snyder, Woody Woodward, and for those of you who didn't meet him already, Dino Watt is the guy who developed Selling Through the Screen. Now this guy he makes he does coaching calls, coaching consulting calls, and he does his sales through the screen, selling $100,000 coaching programs through the screen. So we are selling a $23,000 program, and his $100,000 program is only for 1 year. Ours is a lifetime. So he went through a model and a process of how to sell through the screen, but he's going to dive even deeper into that process for the people who show up to that event. Then we got Steve Larson talking about offer creation and making noise, getting your funnels going. So we're going to dive deeper into that. And then Bob Snyder also has all of his background, skills, and expertise he's going to be sharing with you. Woody Woodward's going to be there. And then some PAC members are going to be there. I know for sure Ryan and Laura are going to be there. Richard's going to show up. Lisa and James are going to be there. Vanessa and I are most likely going to be there. I haven't heard about Rose or Tierney if he's going to be there, or the Lawrences. And then, you know, I don't have Zach or Sumari in this picture or Yazi Numer in this picture. So we'll find out from them. But yeah, I think Bobby T is going to be there. So what's going to be there is 2 days of training, Friday lunch, Friday dinner, and then Saturday lunch. Okay. So there's gonna be some delicious food. Whenever Bob has an event like this, he brings in like a private chef and really does an amazing job with the food. So that's why I'm going. And then, so just to be clear, it has to be by March 31st, order in, and has to be paid. So I know some of you got your combo and you're like, well, I don't have 3,000, but you have 600. So put your 600 down, you still qualify. And then your payment will be 175 for your profits. Okay, so this is also retroactive. So people who bought their education at their Epics combo anytime in March. So some of you have already made some sales. You can call your people back and say, great news, you're coming with me. You don't have to do anything else. Just put these 2 dates on your calendar and come with me. Anyone who bought their Epics in March. Okay. And each purchaser may bring one learning partner or business partner or spouse. Basically one per person. Cool. And it's limited to 100. Here's some pictures from Dane. Do you guys realize how blessed we are to have Dane on our Wednesday calls? I freaking love it. I'm so glad he does what he's doing with us. Okay, then the profits retail price, once it's a la carted out, it's gonna be 32 G's, and people will be able to get that for 37.47, down payment 600, and 18 payments of 175. Okay, and the cash price 29.97. I see Sandra has her hand in the air. What is up, Sandra?
Hi, Michael. Thank you. Just a quick question for those that already have, for my understanding, everything. Are we able to assist if we provide our own lodging and all that?
No.
Okay.
No. According to what I know right now, it wouldn't hurt to ask, right? Maybe send an email to Jay or something and saying, hey, I'm going to be in the area and I'm here to help volunteer and help run this event. Do you need any volunteers? And just see what he says, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, and if you guys haven't made your trifecta, why don't you have one of these yet? Get it going. This was so awesome to watch Mark Kohler go through this. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. But mine now is almost done looking like this. Okay, and congrats to all the people, all of these people. Look at all these amazing people. Rising stars, RIP, 5-star service, all these amazing people. 100K earners. Heck yeah. There's the new folks who just got it. Elizabeth Aponte, amazing. Mike White, Joe Rinder Connect, you guys, awesome stuff. Eloy just got the 100. Oh, here's mine from Mark Kohler. See, we don't just talk about it, we do it. And here's some of the land we're trying to buy. All right, moving on. So now that I've covered that, what questions can I clarify for you? Okay, so Miriam says, just clarify, those who are upgrading to Epics still have to find their own lodging because they won't be able to sleep at the mountain cabin since it's already full. That is correct, Miriam. So I know there's some people who are also just going to go rent an RV because they're on a road trip and they're just going to make a stop there, enjoy the trip for 2 days with the team and the training, and then continue on their merry way. I know people are doing that too. So we still got time, 2 more days to upgrade. I had a few more people upgrade over the weekend and excited about getting them that extra value. So Deborah says, what's the address of the cabin? I don't know, but the city is called Bear Lake and is right next to that harbor village. So if you go look up the harbor village, it's a huge harbor village. Is like, there's like 1,000-unit condo kind of thing up there. It's really cool up on the side of the mountain. But it's pretty much right there. And you would either fly into Boise, Idaho and drive down, or you would fly into Salt Lake and drive up. Either way, it's about a 2.5-hour drive, maybe 3 hours. It's cool scenic spots you might pull over and take a look. Steve says, what if you upgrade and you don't get to go? What are you talking about, Steve? Karen says you'll get the emails. All right, there you go. Can we
Mike,
get
that's
a
limited
letter?
to the first 100, right?
Correct.
So when the ones that upgraded, the ones that that upgraded already, when will we be notified? Do you know that?
I think everything's going to go out this week once the deadline is over, and then they can tally everything up. And Anthony, that's a direct question to Jay, or maybe even the legal team could help you with that. Oh, Henrietta snuck out of her pen and is now telling me she has an egg. Okay. Also, just as a reminder for those of you who are interested, Mark Kohler just put out something that the PPP money deadline for getting those draws is over on March 31st. So 2 more days. And the cool thing about it is that they've opened it up to anyone with 1099 income. Anyone with 1099 income can get PPP money from the government. Okay, what's up, Anthony?
Absolutely true.
Chase just announced that they extended it to May 31st.
Oh, okay. Well, would you look at that?
Just check for yourselves before anybody gets disappointed. It's on the Chase website, but check. There might be a different PPP. I don't want to be blamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pay attention, it's changed to May 31st. However,
you have to consider at least 2 to 3 weeks that you have to file before that May 31st. So the bank can look at the documents and so on.
Yeah.
Right. So Chase, when I looked at Chase, I decided not to go with Chase because Chase wants to do your net salary that you pay yourself out of your company, whereas the SBA process is based off of your gross income from 1099. So, you know, but Chase doesn't take risks. So of course you're going to do it that way, which is fine. But I went just through the SBA and got it that way, and got a pre-approval, just waiting for their thing to come back. But yeah, guys, it's out there. Mark Kohler said, go get it because they already took it from you. You realize that? They already confiscated that money from you. You might as well go and get it. Don't fudge any numbers, right? Fill everything out truthfully and honestly. That's a interesting question, Pete. Again, reach out to corporate and ask if that's something that you could be offering. Yeah, Miriam, go and check it out. I mean, here's the thing that there was like a lay down no brainer for me. It was like when I realized that they're giving it to Uber drivers. You get 1099 from Uber, right? And then they go and get you however much money off based off of that. It's like, all right, so Uber drivers are not this huge structured business with S corps and salary dividend splits. They're just 1099. They're getting the PPP money. So come on, folks. If you don't need it, you can give it back, but you might as well go and get it.
We did ours through paychecks for my one company, and it was very, very easy, very smooth, and they already paid. And they've got all your records, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So if you use paychecks, it's a good one to go through.
Yeah, I wasn't really planning on talking about that on this call, but I just realized, you know, we're looking at deadlines, and I was really focused on the Epic's upgrade deadline, and then it just popped in my head, oh yeah, there's another deadline that we're working with. Eric, no, you don't get it for starting a new business right now. Nope. One of the requirements is that you have to have been in business before February 2020.
So Michael, can I go off topic just quickly, sort of?
Yeah, I'm going down. Let's change topics.
All right. So on the funnel, it's really cool that if you don't put your short code, your URL, your whatever phrase beforehand, it just takes you to the Renatus website. So nobody can just kind of sign up. But it would be really cool, if possible, for Renatus to actually have a price there and say, I mean, if they could say that the funnel was $5,000 to come and attend, make profits again, but you can't actually buy a ticket. It kind of gives you credibility as to what people are getting. The problem is there's so many free events out there right now. That's one of the problems. So people don't know how to value it. Oh, there's a couple of speakers over 4 days. You know, if we could say that had a value of 4,000 as an example, or 5,000 or whatever it was, and you could say, look, but come through me and you can get a ticket for free. I mean, we're right now saying our courses are worth X, Y, Z. So it's not like we're making stuff up. I mean, you pay substantial money to hear each one of those speakers speak. Right. That's just a suggestion. It's putting a real tangible value to the ticket that we're giving.
Okay, I'll ask today. Anyone else got any questions for the corporate team or the PAC or Bob as I'm getting ready to meet with them here in about 15 minutes? Anything you guys want me to ask?
Just so that they're aware, Russell Branson's ClickFunnels are having an event at the same time.
Perfect.
It's all good. We're never going to get away with and have an exclusive weekend. I mean, there's so many events.
Right.
The thing we just need to add much value.
Projects that create high-paying construction jobs. The White House says that's just the start of what the president.
What did the White House just say? Oh. Okay.
I mean, I just attended a summit this weekend, and they were just to attract people. They were giving away TVs and giving away laptops and giving away prizes and giving away money, $50, $100 vouchers. I mean, it's difficult. I'm not going to kid anybody. It's difficult. People of this COVID period have had a lot of free stuff to watch. And it's difficult to get those eyes on the screen and to break the clutter. So we need to give that perceived value that they're getting from attending this.
Yep.
I mean, I would love that we could give away a prize, which is, and I don't know how we'd do it, but if we could give away a prize, one EPX combo, because it gives the ability for us to explain the prize without selling anything. People go like, oh, wow, is that what an EPX is? And we're giving away, look at the EPX is $230,000. If we said we're giving away a $230,000 prize to one person who attends this, I mean, it is fact.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's pretty powerful language. Okay.
That's compelling for somebody to come. And you know what? If it happened to be my ICM that I brought there, I would sacrifice the 10 grand commission that I would have possibly got for them to get the prize, because they're going to bring other people in anyway. Just saying.
Okay, well, I'll bring it up. That's these are all good ideas.
Michael, I have to add to what he's saying. We can do it individually, actually, I think, if we know, when we know who's coming through, like through our funnels, we can always offer incentive for them, as because they're under you. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how many people have you gotten into your funnel since we launched it?
Me?
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
mean, me? Yeah,
yes. Well, I started sending, so I haven't checked. Do I get this one I don't know. Do I get a alert or something that tells me that somebody actually signed in to the funnel?
In your tasks or in your lead section?
In the Helios, right? Okay. All right.
It should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't checked. Yeah. So it's similar what I did, I think, and I mentioned it when we did the challenge. I took all the people that signed up and I grouped them in my messenger. And I connected with them personally on a regular basis. And I think that way you can say to the group, okay, whoever watch all of it or attend all of it, I can, incentive this and that, or whatever. Like even give a discount or give any kind of like incentive that you can come up with.
A lifetime supply of N95 masks.
No, that's not going to happen for me because I'm not into the masks.
Just kidding.
I know you're kidding. I'm just telling you. I'm just kidding too.
Oh, good. Brenda, that's a big no. There's nothing to protect, so no. And PVP stands for payment protection, so no. I get your idea, Miri, and so I've always been someone who gives my own people personal incentives, and so I encourage that sort of behavior because one, it shows that you actually care about them and that you're not about the money. You're trying to empower them with something, and then it also rewards them for taking some action. So yeah, I always give things away. Always. So yes, do that. I will bring that up. Let's see, a couple more questions in the chat here. Helios
Hey,
app
Michael,
would be
I was
great.
gonna say that if you send a link to the funnel and somebody watches the stuff during the funnel, then you get email notifications when they log in. Because yesterday I sent out a link to somebody and I kept getting notifications and I'm like, I haven't sent anybody to an event today, but it was from them logging into like look at the videos on the funnel.
Cool. So there you
Okay.
go. That's
Whoa,
great.
which funnel?
I didn't think there was any videos on a
No,
funnel.
no videos on the funnel. So which funnel are they talking about? Maybe through Smart or maybe through Biff, through Renatus, but there's no funnels, there's no videos on the funnel, and you
Okay,
don't get
gotcha. Yeah, I misunderstood what you were talking about. Thank you.
no
So
worries.
Sherry, you're talking about the smart?
I'm talking about the ones on Renatus on the marketing. That's what I thought she was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were talking about.
No, so the one is the Biff funnel, which is view.myrenatus.com. The other one is Make Profits Again funnel. They're two funnels. There's the Biff and the event, Make Profits Again. They're both funnels, technically. Yes.
Yeah, technically. Okay, well, this week I'm going to be putting, Bob said he would like 1,000 people to be spending $1,000 a month on ads. Everyone heard that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be one of those people. Why the hell not? It's $1,000. If you're not willing to put $1,000 into ads, then you're going to have to put 100 of your hours into ads. And do you want to be goofing around playing with ads, trying to do the freeway, or do you just want to put $1,000 in? The system is designed that there are going to be people who buy some stuff along the way to then reimburse you for your 1,000 so that next month you can do it again. And then I'm going to go play with the chickens and Benjamin instead of sitting here trying to place free ads everywhere. So,
Question. Where are you going to start when you start with the ads?
Well, the three things that come to mind are Google AdWords, LinkedIn, and then Facebook.
Not platform-wise, content.
Well, it's going to be origin story. All the content for everyone, I believe, should be their origin story, and the better crafted origin stories are going to get more clicks. And so that's one thing I was working on with Olivia over the weekend and Chuck too, is making sure that the origin story comes out clean and neat and relatable, so that they go and click on that and say, well, hell, I got nothing to lose. I might as well go watch this class. Or damn, I want what that person got. I'm going to go and check out what they're talking about. And it's free. Okay, I'll go check it out. So,
So you're doing video? You're doing video in your ads? I mean, you talking and that's what you're doing? It's not you know what I mean? It's not just visual.
Well, yeah, we're going to do a combination. We'll run some videos and we'll run some with pictures.
Cool. Are you working with someone to post your ads? Do you have somebody working for you doing that, or you were planning to?
Yeah, I don't want to. I have more important things to do. Right, we're changing the world, folks. I told you, I started out the call with that. I'm changing the world, so I don't have time to place my own ads. So I'm going to pay for the ads and pay someone to put the ads. However, please, folks, for the love of God, do not hire these consultancy, advertising, digital marketing agency firms. See how many times I had to do air quotes there? This is how much BS they're full of. Right? They went and they watched YouTube on learning how to post Facebook ads, and then they go and make an ad that says, we have an agency, give us your money and we'll post your ads. Though there's a dime a dozen. Do not click on those people or hire those people. That just unless you're prepared to spend between $5,000 and $10,000 a month for 6 months, and you have this mindset that the first 20 or 50 grand that I spend is going to be just for data collection. If you have that mindset, then go hire someone and let them run all that stuff and tweak and play with everything. Otherwise, go watch what Rob Sperry was talking about in the Facebook ads section of his profits course. Or, I mean, if I didn't have a person that could work for me and do it, and maybe I'll do it just for myself, just so I can come back and tell you guys what it was like. But if those people could go watch a YouTube video on how to start an agency for digital marketing, you could go just watch YouTube and figure out how to post your ads up too. I mean, Facebook has their own training and system to post ads too. They want you to post ads. Same thing with LinkedIn and Google. So I guess what I'm saying is be careful who you hire. Who here spent money on Facebook ads already at some point for anything?
Yes.
Yes, I use that too.
Scott Eagleson, you're alive. I haven't heard from you in a minute.
I get it and I apologize, but I'm here.
Okay. Man, we need to get our bamboo back on track.
Yeah, we do.
Changing the world, folks. Okay, Flavia, I don't know what a fair price to pay someone is. I mean, because here's how I would look at it. If someone is also spending their own money on ads, that says something about them. But if they're just saying, pay me to spend your money.
Michael, I tell you what, if the best way to negotiate, if you can find somebody, is to tell them to do it on a acquisition basis. In other words, they only get paid if somebody signs up.
Yeah, show them the funnel, put them in the funnel, show them this is what we're promoting, this is how it's going to work. And do you believe that this, with how you're going to be managing the ads, that we'll make some money? Okay, you do? Then great. Put these $1,000 in. When we get this lead list, and I'll pay you $1,000 in reimbursement, and we'll make sure it worked. If you're full of shit, then we'll find out, and you've used your own money. It's like the same concept. We got to use different negotiation language, but it's the same concept of when you're hiring a contractor. He's going to show up and remodel this house, and he's going to say, "Oh yeah, $80,000 I can remodel the thing." Do you give him the 80,000 right then and there? No, it's line item per thing completed. So it's that same process here. There's too many people getting took on these ad agencies because they all pay up front, and they can justify it by saying, well, we posted it, so that's what you get. And it's like, well, it's got to be tighter than that. So
I brought that question. The main reason I brought the question is because for myself, I find hard to create a text to maybe be, I mean, it's my second language, and I always wonder, okay, am I writing correctly or so on? So I was looking at the possibility of finding someone who can actually check my text and say, okay, ready to go, and then I post it or something like that.
Okay, so just so you know, two things. One, your audio is popping, so I can hear you fine, but if you're trying to do this with a customer, you're going to drive them crazy. So check out what your audio is doing. Second thing is, if you were just looking for one-off quick hire people to just do little contract work, check out upwork.com. And then just go into the copywriter section or the proofreader section. All right, they're asking for 15, 20 bucks an hour, 30 bucks an hour, whatever. And you go, okay, well, how long does it take to read these 3 paragraphs? Right? Like, so you get to negotiate and work with them. But that's where I found like my copywriter and editor for my book was through upwork.com.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Charles had a question. Charles, do you have your epics? Did you get your profits?
Yeah, I got it last year. So
Okay.
I had a guy who's been in real estate for a while, and I was gonna pitch him since he's been kind of dragging a little bit, I was gonna throw this at him. If he goes all in before March, he gets to go out and hang out with these successful business owners and network with them. That's what I was gonna pitch to him.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Daniel Degolado has a great point. Grammarly.com is great, but it doesn't work inside of the chat box in Zoom. Oh, Daniel, where is Daniel? Does he have his camera on today?
You're hilarious.
That is awesome.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Daniel.
Yes.
It was actually me. This is Mari. I was with Daniel and I wrote that. So I did it wrong. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. I love the there's some injection of humor inside of that.
It doesn't work in the Zoom chat. That's right.
Oh, beautiful. Well, that's a good point. I have Grammarly. I have the Google Chrome plugin installed. So whenever I'm typing something in Google Chrome, it will autocorrect and suggest even rewrites for sentences. Okay, there's the free account and then there's a paid for version. I mean, Gina, that might just be easy enough free right there. It's just Grammarly and get the pro account, because then it'll also give you suggestions of sentence restructuring.
Yeah, I think that's helpful.
Cool. Cool. Okay, and the text short code for these calls is Extreme Plus to 37373. XTREMEPLUX 37373. Okay, it's got to be spelled this way or it won't work. And then you have to, then it's going to say, hey, it's like a double opt-in. It says, hey, are you sure you want this? And then you say yes. And it says, great, what's your name? And then you put it in, and then I have a list of everybody. Okay, so Steve asked, what's one thing we can take away this week as far as the lesson goes? The thing is, you must take 100% responsibility for everything in your life. Everything. Your address, your clothes, your car, your food, your bank balance, everything. If you take 100% responsibility for it, your life can change. If you still think it's someone else's fault, good luck. You're going to stay a victim your whole life. You need to take 100% responsibility. As soon as I did, for my life, for my business, for my food, for everything, it all changed. Being 100% responsible. That means your language, there's no more blame, there's no more complaining, there's no more justify. If you want to blame and justify, replace it with 3 simple words. Guess what they are? I am responsible. I want to hear people start arguing about who's more responsible instead of who's to blame. No, I'm responsible. Nuh-uh, I'm responsible. Nuh-uh, I'm responsible. No, shut up. I'm the responsible one. That's what I want to hear. So go out there, take 100% responsibility, clean it up. Benjamin wants to say goodbye.
Say I'm responsible.
Here's Benjamin. Tell him, Benjamin. Say, I'm responsible. Hi. Look at all these happy people.
Hi, handsome.
Bye, Benjamin.
Thank you. He's waving too. That's so cute. Oh my goodness.
He's so adorable, Michael.
I know.
Hola,
He's so
amigos.
cute. That's what I call him. I don't know how he can work. I don't know how he can work.
You know, I'd be kissing those cheeks every day.
Good.
Like,
Okay.
Looks like he's already losing his baby fat.
This dude is 98th percentile.
Wow.
Percentile for weight and height.
That's
This
like
dude-
my kids were that big.
That is-
They were like in the hundreds, over the hundreds sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He's so cute.
He's gonna be a big boy.
Does he have green eyes?
He does have green eyes. Mama and Dada have brown.
Oh,
This guy got
goodness,
some
he's
greenies.
so, oh, he's so,
So cute.
I love his one little curl in front.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm.
He's
Well,
gonna be a great marketer.
yeah. Well,
Changing
let's
the
go hop
How
on
is
the
he
chat
doing with
call.
his noise?
Say what?
How is he doing with his noise? I know he was making all kinds of noise.
Oh yeah, he is now yelling for the dog. So like when we open the door, we're like, Rupert, come here. Then he just as soon as the dog comes in, he shuts up. So I'm like, oh, he's calling for the dog.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hi, Benjamin.
Yeah,
Hi,
you heard the puppy.
Benjamin.
So cute.
Okay, bye bye everybody.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye,
Thank
Michael.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.